Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
All right, good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Legends of 605 here on the Nation Network. Tony Schiavone here. This is World Championship Wrestling, and we've got some tremendous action coming your way tonight, including the television champion Ricky the Dragon Steamboat putting the title on the line. We're going to hear from the Nature Boy Ric Flair. We're going to be seeing names like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and so much more. But right now, we're going to send you up to the ring as we kick off the action here tonight with the current United States Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger. Not a warm welcoming right now for the United States champion, is it? Well, Tony, I'll say this right now. The Total Package of Lex Luger, since joining with the Four Horsemen, has really lost a lot of the fan support that he had one point in time. But according to the Total Package, he doesn't really seem to care too much about that.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the WCW United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
As we see the Total Package, Lex Luger entering the ring. That title not on the line here tonight. I don't really think that matters because, quite honestly, the odds of him losing this match are not very good. Well, he's going to be going up against a journeyman wrestler, somebody who definitely knows the ins and outs of the squared circle. However, you're talking about a man, you don't just call him the Total Package for no reason. Whether you like him or not, he earns that title. He is definitely put together, and he can do it all. Living up to the name of the Total Package. As we get ready to kick this one off, fans, let's go up to ringside. Bell sounds, action's underway. Here we go. They tie up in the middle of the ring. Luger right now with the advantage. On a big right hand. Going up against Tavish Noon, the well-traveled veteran of professional wrestling is Tavish. Based out of London, England. Oh, indeed, he has wrestled the world over. You name a continent, you name a country, the chances are Tavish Noon has been there before. Luger with the Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes, and now Luger trying to get into the head of Tavish, and he may be having a lot of success with that clothesline from behind, nicely done by the Total Package. Goes for the cover, and a 2 count. Well, that was a close call right there, and Luger could have made a very quick night out of this. Luger dominating this matchup, as I think most people would have expected it to go. Boot to the midsection, and now the Total Package in control, has him up in the air. What's he going to do with him here? Oh, throws him. He just hung him across the top rope, throat first, and Tavish Noon's in trouble. Luger with a big right hand, and now Russian leg sweep, nicely done. One thing about the Four Horsemen, and we're going to be hearing from the Nature Boy Ric Flair in just a few moments. They don't like being second place. And right now, Luger, of course, the United States champion, the Total Package. The Nature Boy Ric Flair is the World Heavyweight Champion. And a lot of people believe Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard only a matter of time before those tag team titles come back to them. Well, they're going to have to find a way to get those away from the Steiner brothers in the meantime, and that's been easier said than done. Here's the Irish whip back out front. Big elbow right to the head, and Tavish got rocked by that one. And now Luger, I didn't see it happen, but Luger must have opened. Look at him. Yeah, indeed, the total package is a bloody mess right now, and Tavish is going to probably pay a price for that. Luger with that loaded forearm. He has had a steel plate inserted there as a result of an accident he sustained. And now going for it. The torture rack is on. And I believe this may be the end for Tavish Noon indeed. Very impressive victory indeed for the total package, Lex Luger, your United States. Oh, look at this. That's Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich getting in the face of the total package.
Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my Bosch fridge, it makes me feel different. It makes me feel like Antonio Banderas.
Well, I hear you, brother. Because when I use my Bosch power tools, I feel like the Macho Man Randy Savage. You dig it?
I do dig it, Randy.
Whip it! Powerful power tools.
Phenomenal appliances.
Rotary hammers.
Dishwashers.
Mighty sauce.
Induction cooktops.
Randy! Coming! Impact drivers.
Refrigerators.
Watch this. Elbow!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch. Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my Bosch fridge, it makes me feel different.
All right, fans, we are back here. Legends of 605, and joining me, of course, the Horsemen. 3 of the 4. We just saw Luger a moment ago victorious. And gentlemen, it's all out there. Tag team titles are on the line in the near future for you two gentlemen. And Ric Flair, we know you've got a lot of people lining up to take the World Heavyweight Championship away from you.
You know something? They can line them up all day long, but that's why they call me the 60-minute man. Nobody has been able to cross the line and take this from me. Nobody's ever gonna. I don't care if it's Dusty Rhodes. I don't care if it's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Makes no difference whatsoever. Because the Horsemen, we are the absolute best at what we do. Tell them about it, AA.
Fact right now is that we've got matches coming up for those tag team titles. Steiner brothers, hang on to them, polish them up, because real soon the Enforcer and Tully Blanchard, we're going to come and we're going to take those titles right back here where they belong as members of the 4 Horsemen. Matter of fact, I think we got a match to take care of right now up in that ring.
See, you're about to find out what happens when you cross the line into no man's land. And no man's land is anywhere the Horsemen are. Woo!
Well, we just heard from 3 of the 4 Horsemen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the 4 Horsemen from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 257 pounds, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson.
All right, well, we did indeed hear from the Horsemen moments ago. This is not, of course, a tag team matchup, but Arn Anderson's going to get an opportunity to go one-on-one with Scott Steiner here. Well, I'll tell you, what I know about the Enforcer, and what I know about the Horsemen in general, is when they get an opportunity like this, they're going to make the most of it. It's not even a matter, I don't believe it's going to be a matter of winning or losing for them. I think all they really want to do is see if they can't put some sort of damage, perhaps, on Scott Steiner to soften him up for when the tag team titles are on the line. We understand that's going to be in the very near future as part of Clash of the Champions. Well, indeed, at Clash of the Champions, we do know that the tag team titles will, in fact, be on the line. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard will have a big opportunity when that happens. And here comes on half of the tag team champions.
Representing the Steiner brothers from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 276 pounds. One half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Scott Steiner.
Well, this promises to be a tremendous matchup. Scott Steiner, a tremendous amateur wrestler. He's transferred that to the professional ranks with ease. And right off the bat, we get an idea of exactly how good an athlete he really is. Steiner trying to draw an early submission from Arn Anderson. You're going to have to do a lot more than that, though. A little too early in the match, I'd say. They collar an elbow right near the corner. Now Arn Anderson backing him up, and I'm surprised. I would have thought Scott Steiner might have had the power advantage in that one. Arn Anderson on the break just caught him with a right hand and now follows it up with a clothesline. And just like that, Scott Steiner down and in trouble, and now Arn Anderson hammering down with the right hands. Well, I tell you what, for all the years that the Steiner brothers put into the University of Michigan, there were no clotheslines, and there certainly weren't any clinch fists allowed in those matchups. This is, again, the difference between amateur wrestling, otherwise sometimes referred to as freestyle wrestling, and the ranks of the pros. But take a look at what we're seeing right now. Oh, boy. Returning the favor, Scott Steiner with some right hands of his own. Nice move right there. There's the amateur wrestling coming to play. Anderson, the wily veteran, against the young upstart talent right here in Scott Steiner. It's one of those matches where I wouldn't be surprised no matter who wins. I can see either man coming out on top of this one. What a clothesline! Indeed, the Steiner line off the top rope, and that one really disoriented Arn Anderson right now, who's on the floor, and Scott Steiner not done with him by a long shot here. He's going to make him pay for everything he's done. And the straps are down. Scott Steiner, oh, he was going for the Frankensteiner here on the floor. Arn Anderson wasn't going to have anything to do with that. Converted it to a power bomb. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you right now, he's going to be feeling the effects of that one for some time to come. That's the type of move that could determine the outcome of a match. Anderson now with a spine buster. Yeah, buddy, this might be the beginning of the end right here for Scott Steiner. Jawbreaker breaks it up. You know, you mentioned earlier on that Anderson's goal might not be to win so much as to do damage. And you look at what he's done to him outside the ring already on the concrete floor. And you gotta believe there could be some long-lasting side effects from this. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, no doubt about that, is Arn Anderson now all the way to the top rope. And he missed. He missed the target. Anderson normally very reliable with his offense, and that time came up short. Look at this. He's got a variation of a Cobra clutch on there, and he's pulling back on it. And Steiner somehow able to get out of that one. Nice move right there. Takes him all the way up and over. Well, it's been close to call on many occasions here in this one. Nice move, tilt-a-whirl slam, and oh my goodness. Scott Steiner managing to do the damage right now to Arn Anderson. What's he got in mind here? Snaps the neck right there of the enforcer. I've got to admit, I'm a little surprised not to see Tully Blanchard here ringside. Well, for that matter, I'm also a little surprised not to see Rick Steiner here at ringside. But my understanding is both teams were told this was going to be a one-on-one match and to stay away. And now Scott Steiner thinks he's got him. Irish whips him to the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl slam. Scotty is ready for it. Can he hit with that Frankensteiner? There it is. He got him. He got him. Going for the cover. He hooks the leg. He got two and almost. Steiner can't believe that Arn Anderson. Oh, wait a minute. Now Arn Anderson. DDT drops him. And he busted him open. Scott Steiner is hemorrhaging blood right now. His face quickly turning into a crimson mask. Anderson with a gourd buster. That's got to be it. The blood-stained face of Scott Steiner, and he manages to get out of it. I'll tell you right now, Arn Anderson has got to be surprised to see anyone kicking out not just the DDT, but then following up. He hit him with a spine buster earlier, then the gourd buster. I mean, this is some kind of a superhuman effort being put on here by Scott Steiner tonight. Well, the enforcer, Arn Anderson, really handing out the punishment now. Anderson coming through the ropes. Meets him out on the floor. Let's see what he's got in mind. Now, this is where the Horsemen do their dirty work, and believe you me, they are very comfortable working outside the rules. And when it comes to the form of art that is professional wrestling, coloring outside the lines for the Horsemen pretty much puts them in the same category as Rembrandt. And another spine buster. Anderson floats over for a cover. Referee slides into position. He got him. No, he kicks out. I can't believe it. I'll tell you what, I can't believe it, and sure as heck, Arn Anderson can't believe it. Steiner line. I don't know where Scott Steiner is finding it, but he has found enough to make a major comeback here. Has him up in the air. Steiner driver. Oh, that's going to be all she wrote for Arn Anderson. No. Oh, I'll tell you right now, these two men somehow operating on sheer pride at this moment because nobody should be getting out of this. They have really gone out and just hit with the biggest, heaviest hits and shots that they've got, and nothing's been able to keep the other man down. That's two, and there's no way you're kicking out of it twice. Scott Steiner giving, oh, wait a moment. That superstar Billy Graham, what is he doing here? They are attacking Scott Steiner. A 3-on-1 and superstar Billy Graham getting involved.
Unbelievable! It's over! He did it!
Play Hulk Hogan's main event, and I'll teach you 50 bone-crushing moves, stunts, and takedowns. I won't stop until I transform you into the world's heavyweight champion.
We have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen!
Dinner's ready!
Get off the couch and rule the ring, brother. Hulk Hogan's main event on Connect for Xbox 360. Rated T for teen.
All right, fans, we are back after what just went down. Superstar Billy Graham getting involved. I have no idea why he would be involved in that one.
Is scheduled for one fall.
Well,
Making his way
it
to
definitely
the ring,
doesn't surprise me that he would be in
from Charlotte,
cahoots with the Four Horsemen.
243 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
Well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, we heard from him earlier on along with the Horsemen. As he gets ready for action here tonight, non-title match, needless to say. The Legends of 605 here on the Nation Network, ladies and gentlemen, as the Nature Boy Ric Flair struts around with the Heavyweight Championship. Well, he is very accustomed to walking around with that championship title around his waist. As a matter of fact, as he said earlier, anyone that dares get in the way of him is crossing a line, and the Horsemen do not play kindly when people try to take that title away. All right, his opponent here tonight, Denny Brown. Bell sounds, action's underway. And nice move right there by Denny. Denny Brown, a cruiserweight. But he has had some success in the past against bigger opponents. Whether or not he'll be able to do that against the likes of the World Heavyweight Champion is yet to be seen, but can't rule him out. They tie up again, collar and elbow now. And the Heavyweight Champion backs him into the corner. Referee going to try and get a clean break here. Let's see if we can do that. And to my surprise, we do indeed. Crucifix couldn't hold on to it, though, and Flair may have banged the back of his head on the mat because he's in trouble. Indeed, it does appear that the Heavyweight Champion may be disoriented right now. The way his head came down with all that momentum, he might be having a concussion. And if anyone's ever had that happen, boy, oh boy, it can take a while before the cobwebs clear. Backed up into the ropes, and now clean break once again. Denny Brown caught Ric Flair with the right hand. And the champion does not seem to be in top form right now. And you have to still think that might be from when his head struck the canvas earlier on. But now, Flair taking control with that rear chin lock on Denny Brown. Oh, what a reversal. Great move right there by Denny Brown. And now turns it around by snapping the Nature Boy Ric Flair all the way over. Flair now kicking him off. And going in. Small package by the Nature Boy. Will that be enough? There's one. Flair is prepared. Right there it is. Driving the knee into the head of Denny Brown. And now Denny Brown caught him with a fireman carry. Nicely done. Well, catching the world champion in an amateur-style move like that, not easy to do, but Denny Brown found a way to get it done here. And now Flair stomping away on the midsection of Denny Brown. Went for that knee drop again, nobody home. And that's the type of move right there that can take some of the wind out of the sails of the champion. Back body drop, and now they are exchanging blows back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. This one breaking down. Denny Brown getting the better of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and now he's had enough. Indeed, it appears that the Nature Boy Ric Flair wants nothing more to do with Denny Brown. Oh, that's Dr. Nut Steve Williams. Oh, my goodness. Dr. Nut Steve Williams just sent Flair right back into battle. And Denny Brown, sensing that perhaps an upset is on the agenda. Tremendous knee lift right there by Denny Brown, and he caught the champion right in the chin with that one. Dr. Nut Steve Williams, perhaps punching his ticket here against the world champion. Small package by Denny Brown. Will it hit up? He got him now. Very close call right there, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair is in trouble. Denny Brown, belly to back, and he cradles, bridges the hook. Oh, and Flair's still able to kick out somehow. Ever since Dr. Death Steve Williams made his appearance here, Denny Brown has enjoyed a lot of offensive momentum, but right now perhaps the Nature Boy Ric Flair looking to silence that. And now Flair for the top rope. Elbow right into the chest. And now take a look at this, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. They don't call him the dirtiest player in the game for no reason. He takes off that turnbuckle pad. Meantime, driving the knee into the head, going for the cover. Referee is still busy with the turnbuckle pad, however. Flair's got nobody to blame but himself. Had he not taken off that turnbuckle pad, then this wouldn't be the problem he's having right now. And look at Denny Brown. Sending the champion over the top rope and out to the floor. Brown's going to follow him this time. Going to work on the leg of the champion. Well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair right now is definitely feeling the effects of not just what Denny Brown has handed out, but the fact that he was distracted. Nice move right there by Flair to get Denny Brown off of him with a big kick to the head. Brown is sent flying down into the guardrail. And the champion attacking the leg of Denny Brown. Indeed, softening it up perhaps for that figure four leg lock. Indeed, here comes the figure four. Flair's got it on him. That's going to be the match. Denny Brown is going to have to find a way to turn this thing over. Wait a moment. What? Flair's not done. He wants to punish him some more. And now Flair goes for the cover. Denny Brown got a shoulder up. I don't understand why Ric Flair would release the figure four leg lock. I think that is a tremendous mistake to make. Denny Brown may not be the favorite, but he is definitely capable. The disrespect being shown by the champion right now. And Denny Brown dropped across the top rope once again. Denny Brown has really reached deep inside for this one. Going for another small package. This could be it. Flair able to come out of it one more time. Big clothesline by the champion. Flair going up to the top rope. Oh, and he caught him right across the head. Denny Brown had that leg draped over the bottom rope. Flair's going to pull him away. Oh, here we go once again. Figure four is locked on by the champion. It's a matter of time. And again, Ric Flair releasing the figure four leg lock. I'm not sure why he's doing that. I'd say he's making a statement here, going for the suplex. Couldn't hold him. And Denny Brown with a chop block from behind. Flair dropping that knee, this time right in the side of the head, and Denny Brown pulling himself out to the apron. Not a bad strategy. Well, indeed, not a bad strategy whatsoever, but he's going to have to do more than that. He's going to find a way. Look at this. Even Flair is starting to feel the effects of this one as it goes into the later moments. Knee right to the face by the Nature Boy. Flair in control. As he drives that knee right into the side of the leg of Denny Brown. Flair singling out that leg and doing a lot of damage. And I'm telling you, I think that's the reason he's released that figure 4 on a couple of occasions. I think he wants to do damage to Denny Brown to send perhaps a message to the likes of a Dr. Death Steve Williams who got involved in this match late. Continuing to stomp away on that leg, and now Flair, look at him go for the cover. He thinks he's got him, and he does. Flair gets a pinfall victory over Denny Brown despite the outside presence of Dr. Death Steve Williams earlier on tonight. Well, there were some big opportunities right there. It's one of them for Denny Brown. Looked like he was going to have an upset night here. Look at this perfect move right there. Look at him bridging out of that one. The shoulders of the champion were down, but he couldn't keep him there. Big elbow drop right there by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And, of course, not to take anything away from the champion, he had a tremendous showing as well. Big hip toss right there took Denny Brown into the ropes. This one did a lot of damage right there to Denny Brown. You can see it really knocked the wind out of him.
Here is your winner, Ric Flair.
Big victory for the World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. We'll be back with plenty more action still to come. Wrestling fans, stay with us.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
All right, fans, welcome back. World Championship Wrestling continues, but joining me at this time, the one and only, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Let me say something right now. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, happens to hear what the Nature Boy Ric Flair had to say early on. And Nature Boy Ric Flair, I want to remind you one thing. You better be really careful when you're calling out the name of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, you see. You don't want to get me out there. You got enough problems of your own, as I figure. But if you want to bring me into it, baby, trust me, we can do that as well. Tonight, you've got a big match, however. That's right. See, tonight I got to get business as it is in front of me. And the business in front of me right now here tonight is the big, nasty Russian Ivan Koloff. Now, Ivan Koloff, you want to come out here with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes? Well, then, baby, we're going to get funky like a monkey all night long. You see, I don't run from nobody. I don't hide from nobody. And I know all about what it takes to get into a battle of wits. Only problem I see for you is you coming into this battle unarmed, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see that match later on, but right now we're going to go up to the ring for the television championship with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the National Wrestling Alliance World Television Championship.
As we continue with the Legends of 605 here on the Nation Network. Here comes the challenger, William Regal. Well, when you talk about William Regal, he is a very capable individual, one of the most skilled scientific wrestlers you may ever see inside the squared circle, but I'll tell you, a meaner man has never existed in the sport. Yeah, Regal doesn't need to stoop to the levels that he tends to do time and time again. He takes advantage of those moments to gain leverage over his opponents, but at the same point in time, he doesn't need to. You know, I truly believe he just enjoys it. There are some people in this world that simply enjoy inflicting pain on others, and he's definitely amongst those. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, one-on-one with Ivan Koloff. Here comes the television champion, the Dragon Ricky Steamboat. Whether or not he'll be able to still call himself the champion when the match is over is what we're here to find out. Well, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, one of the most tremendous skilled tacticians. He's an aerialist. He can do it all inside that square circle. This has the potential to be a tremendous wrestling match. Now, the only question really is, will William Regal stick to the rules, or is he going to do what William Regal has done many times in the past?
Introducing the challenger from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, William Regal. And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 235 pounds, the National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Well, the Dragon Ricky Steamboat, the television champion, ready to do battle here tonight. When you're a champion and you hand that title over to the referee, you realize each time you do it that it may be the last time you ever hold that title. Certainly hope for Ricky Steamboat's case that that is not the way it turns out here tonight. Referee calls for the bell. Action's underway, and here we go as the two men lock up in the middle of the ring. And Steamboat backing him into the corner. Once again, tying up. Regal, I would say, has a slight advantage in size and strength. And as we mentioned earlier, he is a true tactician. He can find a number of ways to do damage to you that you never would have imagined. Well, he is an absolute grappler's grappler. And when it comes to catch-can wrestling, nobody does it any better than William Regal. And I'll tell you, he will stretch you 5 ways to Sunday, given half a chance. And now Steamboat working the arm, putting a lot of pressure on that. He's got the leverage. Regal needs to get back up to his feet to remove some of that leverage, because right now the amount of torque being applied to the shoulder is enough to pop it right out of socket. Indeed, and now Steamboat comes up with a flying head scissor, and you can see that Regal is indeed favoring that left shoulder. Steamboat went flying up in the air and missed the target, and now Regal going to try and take advantage. Side headlock now by the challenger. The television title is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, welcome to Legends of 605 here on the Nation Network. Top wrist lock down by Steamboat, bringing the challenger down to one knee. Look at the look of the face of Regal. Back heel trip by Steamboat, nicely done. And Ricky Steamboat right now showing everybody why he is the reigning champion. Oh, nice move by Steamboat that time over the top rope. Side senton kick. And Regal is down one more time. Big chop by Steamboat. And look out. Regal has been busted wide open. The challenger is in trouble. Steamboat has got him wrapped up in that octopus hold, but Regal able to fight his way out of it. Regal has been busted open, and he is spilling blood all over the place right now. His face quickly going to turn into a crimson mask. That rear chin lock on the champion. Nice move right there. Look at Steamboat has him up with the double chicken wing. Asking if he wants to give it up. Referee was there to ask, and he would not surrender. He wants this television championship. You better know it. Steamboat now to the top rope. Comes down with a chop to the head, doing more damage. Goes for the cover, lapping it up. Indeed it is. Steamboat victorious over William Regal in defense of the TV title. Well, I got to tell you, the blood loss probably played a role in this one because Regal's a very tough individual. However, in this particular case, he really took some damage, and that chop right to the head, you could see it on the face of Regal. He had nothing left to offer.
Here is your winner, and still National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, Ric Steamboat.
Big victory for the Dragon. We'll be back with our next and final match, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Ivan Koloff.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Spice. Beef. Spice. Little excitement. Step into a Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah!
All right, fans, we are back here, and once again, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. We saw what happened earlier.
You want to know what happened earlier? I'm going to tell you what happened earlier. Nature Boy Ric Flair went up there and took care of business the way the champion can. But I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Dr. Net Steve Williams. I don't know where you think you get on, pal, coming out here and attacking me during one of my matches. But what happened? I went right back in there, and I didn't just finish that kid off. I took Denny Brown into the deep water, and I made him suffer. And all of that was because of you. But I got news for you. I have no beef with Denny Brown. And if I'll do that to Denny Brown, what the hell do you think I'm going to do to you when we get in the ring? You may be big and muscled, but I've told people a million times I might not be 6'5" and 300 pounds, but I specialize in big guys, and I'm going to prove that to you. Woo!
All right, fans, we're coming back. Heading up to the ring, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, against Ivan Koloff.
Genes are passed down from parents to
All right, it has been a chaotic night, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed it has, but all roads lead to this one. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, making his way down the aisle, and this crowd on its feet. We heard from the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, earlier on tonight. He is ready for Ivan Koloff. Ivan Koloff, of course, a former world heavyweight champion, so not a man that you can take lightly.
And his opponent from St. Petersburg, Russia, weighing in at 298 pounds, Russian Bear Ivar Koloff.
As Koloff makes his way down the aisle. There are those that would say we're in detente right now, but I'm telling you right now, the Cold War is about to heat up. The Russian Bear going up against the American Dream. Something's going to have to give. Bell sounds, action's underway. Here we go. They tie it up. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, going to get him backed into the corner. Now the referee steps in between them, trying to get a clean break. And surprisingly, we had one. Big chop to the chest, and the American Dream in control. Oh boy, take a look at that. Dusty Rhodes taking a bite out of crime, you might say. Dusty Rhodes working that arm right now, and the Russian Bear trying desperately to break the grip. You see him in all kinds of pain, and now reverses out of it. Nicely done by Ivan Koloff. Drops the elbow, and Dusty Rhodes caught that one right in the midsection. Well, when it comes to the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, he is a methodical wrestler. He is a brutal, he'll just grind you down, wear and tear type of offense. He's not going to be a tactician. He's not going to worry about wrist locks and arm bars, anything like that. He is simply going to just grind you into the dust. Well, case in point right now as he is choking out the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, in the corner. Referee admonishing him from a distance because, quite honestly, I don't think the referee wants any part of Ivan Koloff. I can tell you, if I were a referee in the match, I wouldn't want to get too close to him either. I certainly wouldn't trust Ivan Koloff. Dusty Rhodes just sent headfirst into the turnbuckle, and now Koloff has him perched. Oh, and he just threw him over the top out to the floor. American Dream on the way down struck his head on the apron, but he's managed to get right back into the action. Went for the big elbow, not going to happen. Ivan Koloff had that one scouted out. Nice move by Dusty Rhodes to break the hold. And now has him up in the air. Drops him throat first. Back and forth these two go. And now Dusty Rhodes has him. Right down across the chest. From the top rope, and nobody home. Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, decided to take a chance, and it did not pay off for him. Koloff has Dusty in trouble, and he knows it. When we talk about the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, you think about some of the classic battles he's had over the years as he goes for the cover, gets a 1 count on the American Dream. He has had some classics, no doubt about it, but one name in particular really stands to mind, Bruno Sammartino. That was the man he was able to take the World Championship from. Defeating Bruno Sammartino, not an easy task for anybody to do. And indeed, Ivan found a way. Now the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, coming back at him. Has him up. What's he going to do with him here? Head first deposits him into the top turnbuckle. And now Dusty goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Will that be enough? No. Dusty Rhodes getting closer every time, and he knows it. The American Dream off the rope, snapping the neck of Ivan Koloff. Here's a wind up, and it connects. Koloff is in trouble right now, and he knows it. Dusty Rhodes ramming the head of Ivan Koloff into the top turnbuckle, and now tearing away. Repeatedly ramming the head of Ivan Koloff into that top turnbuckle is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and he is in complete control of this matchup right now. Thinks he's got him beat. Let's see if it's enough. Koloff able to kick out before the count of 2. Look at Dusty dropping the elbow. Oh, brother, this may be all she wrote right here. Dusty Rhodes in control of Ivan Koloff. Oh, now he couldn't hold on. Dusty collapsing with the weight of Ivan Koloff, who's using the ropes for advantage. Still couldn't get better than a 1 count, but now, oh, wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. Koloff has got the bear hug latched on to American Dream Dusty Rhodes. He has drawn submission from many, many wrestlers with that maneuver right there, but not the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is now on the top rope. Big splash, and that might be all she wrote. Koloff able to kick out. And the American Dream Dusty Rhodes can't believe it. As many of the fans here can't believe it either. There's a scoop and a slam, and now from the middle rope, there's the elbow. And this time he got him. Victorious, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on here? That's a great Muda. Muda has attacked the American Dream. Fans, we're out of time.